Alright, let's check out some poppin' TwinBee here. I'm playing, this is a Super Nintendo game, but I'm playing this on the Nintendo Switch Online service. But I've been on a little bit of a shoot-'em-up kick lately. This is more of a cute-'em-up, but doesn't lack anything in the difficulty department. We'll just plug my name in real quick here and get right into the action. Yeah, you got a few different kind of styles to pick from here. I tend to like to go with this surround, but maybe, yeah, let's go with the surround. And you can play 2 players on this one, but obviously I'm just going to be playing single player here. Love that you can just hold down the fire button. I've been playing a bunch of different shoot 'em ups lately, and I feel like quite a few of them have been, you know, where you have to constantly keep tapping the button and then maybe holding down fire like does something else. But when you shoot these clouds, kind of one of the main gimmicks in this game, it drops those bells, and then as you continue to shoot those bells, they change colors, and then the different colors give you different power-ups. Like, for example, I know that the green ones give me, like, this little, you know, surround character that I have, or minion, whatever you want to call it. And then some of the other ones are for different power-ups, and then I also have these bombs that I can drop on the ground. I also have the same button does a punch, so I don't know if I can do that for when enemies get up close. I love that you actually have a health bar as opposed to just, you know, being single hit kill, which I know so many of these retro shoot 'em ups are. This one, yeah, it's definitely not an easy game by any stretch of the imagination, but it doesn't, you know, totally just kick your ass. And you can actually drop these bombs a little quicker than I'm doing at the moment. But then you gotta, like, be careful. You don't want to shoot too much if you're trying to get a particular pickup. Alright, took some damage there, but okay, I thought the health was, or the heart was health, but maybe it's Castlevania style. Maybe it's like a bomb. I don't know where it shows the bombs I have. We'll wait a minute to use one here because we don't exactly need to just yet. You don't really have to aim your bombs, like as long as you're like kind of near a target and press it. You can see that I, like, you know, drop the X pretty much right on it. But I love the music and pixel art on this one. Like, just, I really, really love this game. This is one that I probably never would have checked out if it wasn't available on the Switch Online service, just because I probably wouldn't have had the means of discovering it. Especially with the cost of retro cartridges these days. You know, I wouldn't have, if I happened to come across this one at like a game shop or something, it probably would cost a pretty penny. So, and I had, you know, over the years I've heard of this series, but can't say that I've really, you know, known too much about it or played any of the other games in the series. I think I might have checked one of them out on like the Wii Virtual Console back in the day. Like on Turbo Graphics or something. I don't know, for some reason, like even this game here just has like a little bit of like a Turbo Graphics feel to like the color palette. Let's drop a bomb here if I got one, yeah. Almost sounds like a little Pika. But yeah, again, I just love the backgrounds and the enemy designs, and I don't know, the cute 'em up is definitely working for me on this one. And the way you shoot these bells and like change the color to change what power-up you're getting, I was just actually recently playing the Cotton reboot, and it has a very similar mechanic with the gems that you pick up, although you actually can like fire at those gems and have them like power up your actual shot. Okay, let's grab another green, get a minion here. I like even just like the little touch of like, okay, if I snipe this this enemy with a bomb, then they don't even have the chance to, you know, fire their bullets at me or whatever. God, it gets so hard to just talk and think at the same time while I'm doing these videos. I always feel like such an idiot when I'm watching them back, or, you know, just checking to make sure everything looks okay. When I was doing the quick, like, audio visual setting test before this here, this is as far as I got. I think the boss actually has a health bar, which is really nice. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of a different game that I was playing recently. Yeah, no health bar in sight here. I've got the difficulty set to 4 out of, like, I think 7 or 8 total. I definitely made it to this segment here. I actually killed all 4 of, like, the little pipsqueaks up front, and then died before I could kill the last one in the back. But I made it here with like just a sliver of health, like 1 hit point left. Oh, there we go. I always forget that the games on the Switch here have like the rewind feature too, because I really don't utilize that enough. Especially for a game like this, like if I just want to like see more of a shoot 'em up, you know, see more of what the game has to offer. Let's see, do I have another bomb? Let's go. Doesn't let me, okay. No, I killed the enemy because I was gonna say it's not letting me fire at all. Let's see, can I power some of these up? There we go. Grab a minion. Okay, it doesn't let me, I don't know why I keep calling them minions. But yeah, I just love the presentation on this game. Just really takes me back to, like, I don't know, I feel nostalgic for it even though I never played it at the time. But obviously by now you know if this is something that's up your alley or not, so I'll have a link to where you can find out a little bit more about this game in the video description here, but I'll keep playing a little more here until I at least run out of credits. I can't believe I made it through that first stage without losing one. I was really playing like a chump before, and even on some of the other games I've been playing lately. Like, I hate when I go to fire up, record a video, and then I'm like, oh my god, just can't even beat the first level. I think it was Polestar that I was playing recently, a Neo Geo game, and I was like, man, I can't even beat this first stage, and now I spoke too soon here. I'm gonna die any second here. I don't know how to kill it. Can I not kill this thing? I don't think I can kill that thing. Okay, the heart is health. And apparently I can kill that thing. I like how the bombs are just one shot kill. These little squids, whatever they are. Man, speaking of one-shot kill, I'm about to die any second now. But we'll see if I can... Okay, no, you can definitely tell I'm doing damage to that thing when you shoot it in the head. Okay, and you can't shoot your regular shot when you have that bomb going, so it's kind of like a desperation move. Not quite screen clear, but even just that visual effect of like the water, you know, like wavering or whatever. I just love that. Looks so good. Soundtrack too is amazing. Like this is an awesome game. I'm gonna have to look up how much cartridge of this bad boy goes for. I'm sure it's out of my league. I don't like to drop too much on physical cartridges these days, but if it's, you know, if it's not an absurd price or if it's a game that I really, really love, I do like to have it in the collection, if it's reasonable. Oh no! Dang it, I was just about to say, oh, we got a little slowdown, but no, we got a little death here. Man, I got 7 credits? Are you kidding me? So what does that 3 mean at the bottom left then? Is that like my power level? I thought that was how many ships I had left, but I guess not. Kind of wanted to pick up that green bell. Blew that. Shoot. Definitely got to take out the enemies on the ground as quickly as you can, because they just start firing at will. And then that's like double the projectiles that you got to worry about dodging. I do love that the projectiles are nice and like neon. For the most part, not every single one of them, but yeah, you got these bright pink projectiles. So you can just clearly tell, like, hey, that's something I have to dodge. Even the enemies are like, have a, you know, they stand out from the background real nice. Some games, you know, that can definitely be a little bit of a problem. Trying to think of a good example off the top of my head, but I can't really think of any. Although I think maybe like the Strikers games, just because they're like a little bit like more realistic. And the bullets, because of that, are not like neon, like they're just like kind of like, they're not even, I was going to say orange, but they're not even that, because orange feels like it would even stand out a little better. But I guess that's like the best color to, you know, like a copper, orange, yellow or something. But they just don't stand out enough from the backgrounds. Where here you can kind of like not even look at, like I'm not even looking at my ship really. I'm just kind of like looking at the backgrounds and trying to dodge as much as I can. We'll throw that bomb. The only thing that stinks about the bomb is then you can't get it to stop either hitting the bell, oh shit, and changing the color like I wanted that, either purple or maybe it was green. Whatever it was, I wanted it. I love you got that little visual glitch on the left and right side of the screen. God damn it. I will give it one more credit here. Pump it into the machine. See if I can beat this stage. It's brutal that it just kicks you all the way back here. But I really like that the Switch, like, emulation or whatever, like, does emulate some of those visual glitches and stuff like that. Like, feels like you're playing a pretty true to form, you know, version of the original. Like, pretty much spot on. Sometimes to a fault. Like, there's some pretty bad slowdown in some of the games. But it doesn't really bother me. Alright, let's maybe waste a bomb, but let's just use it. Yes! Okay, that definitely was not a waste, because I was pretty consistently taking some good damage there. There we go. Let's take these suckers out. Let's take the... Okay, yeah, here we go. Don't want to get ahead of myself here, but there we go. Get another turret here. I never know what word to use. Minion, turret's not the right word. Drone, I think, is the right word that they typically use in these kind of games. Let's grab the purple. What does that do? Maybe just points? I don't think so, though. I think the just regular gold bell is the only one that's just regular old points. Oh, yeah, you don't even stand a chance now that I know that I just gotta shoot that snake in the head. Am I at full health? Yes, I am. Can I get a third? No. Oh, yes, I can. Hell yeah. I wonder what the limit is. It's got to be 3. Maybe 4? This would be like kind of symmetrical for some of those other like patterns or layouts you can have. I feel like you can... Oh no, I lost one, so we're not going to find out if I get one here. Ah, that was probably a waste. Maybe not. Could have been worse. Give me another green bell. It does get a little bit tough to, like, see where your character is with all the drones you got floating around you. I wonder if they help take damage for you. I don't think so. You think you just lose them along with taking damage. One at a time, though. Thankfully, you don't lose them all. Alright, furthest we've been here. This game is just sweet. Soundtrack just slamming. This is when Konami just still had their touch. Every now and then they'll still put out like a collection that seems to be made, you know, put together with some love and care, but like it seems like all those Castlevania modern collections are pretty solid. But they just really don't make anything quite like this anymore. Even when I booted up the game right at the very start, you know, it's got that Super Nintendo Konami, like, title screen or title card screen or whatever, which, for me, the main game that I remember that from is Turtles in Time that I had growing up, and it just instantly is just like, man, in the mood to play some video games. And video games of, like, this style, too, like arcadey video games. Man, that was a pretty tough little segment, considering I'm just shooting at a bunch of, like, guppies. Alright, let's try to get at least one green bell here, if we can. Already got a pretty good weapon that I like. Dang it. I guess we'll just take the blue. We'll try that. Oh, there we go. Okay, come on. There we go. We'll kind of waste a bomb here, but maybe not a waste. Maybe we'll do some nice damage. I think I got to shoot it right in the eye, as it seems. Just trying to escape off the right side of the screen there. Not today, buddy. There we go. I love how there's like 2 phases to these bosses, and they like open up. Is it gonna have another like set of enemies on the inside controlling it? Oh, nope. At least not that we can see. Another bomb? Let's do it. Nice, that kind of buys me some time to, like, see what the attacks are going to look like. Oh, nice, is that... Oh, that's a victory, my friends. Hell yeah. Did not think we were going to get to see a little bit of the third stage here, but we'll take it. Damn it. Could have got another drone minion there. All right, one more stage underway. Heck yeah, this is sweet. Love these little arcadey cutscenes, too. Just a sucker for stuff like that. There's no way that's the whole game. All right, stage 3, here we come. All right, now I'm down to 1 in the bottom left, so I really don't know what that means. It was at 3 before. Like I said, I thought it was my ship count, but it's definitely not that. Man, it's kind of hard to grab those bells. Like, if you're not right perfectly lined up with them, it's definitely easy to whiff. Thankfully, I still got the green one. Oh, let's see if we can get a 4th. Yep. Oh, we can. Oh, and you can just as easily lose it. Thankfully, you don't have to worry about, like, them getting hit. You only lose them if you yourself take damage. Yeah, this game is just awesome. I know I'm always a broken record in these. I always say, like, oh, just at the end of the video, but it's really just during the whole thing. But this is just fantastic. This is some of the most fun I've had with a shoot 'em up as of late, and I've been playing quite a few lately. Shoot. This is definitely a good time to use the bomb, take out those enemies from behind. I like that it's not, like, it seems like every one of those, like, little mini ships you shoot out is like a, bespoke projectile. Like, it does its own damage. Like, it's not an actual, just visual flare that's wiping the screen. Those almost look like they're, like, falling panda heads? What the hell? I'm, like, shooting them too fast, but I think they are. I can't tell. Some kind of panda. All right, no bombs left. Oh, those are my bombs at the bottom left. Well, that makes sense. Oh, shit. No, we're about to lose. Damn it. Oh, man. God. I'm going to keep plugging away here, but I think this is a good spot to leave it for the video and keep it pretty spoiler-free here. But this is just an awesome game. Again, one that I probably wouldn't have gone about firing up other than I had heard of the name or maybe thought like, oh, hey, it's a, Konami game. Although these days I, don't think of them as, or hold them in such high regard as I did in the retro era. So I kind of forget that they, had so many classic titles outside of the, the mainstream ones that everybody knows like Contra and Castlevania and stuff like that. But yeah, this is just a really fantastic shoot 'em up. Don't know how many stages there are. I feel like it's pretty standard to maybe have like anywhere between 5 and 8 in this era here, but I'm really excited to keep chipping away at this one. And thanks to the Switch Online stuff with the save states and everything else, I should be able to rewind feature and all that. I should be able to eventually see this one through, and I plan to do so. So yeah, this game is just awesome. I'm really glad I'm back on a shoot 'em up kick again because these are just so fun to me. Even though I'm a pretty mediocre shoot 'em up player, they're just a blast. And then when they're have all this visual and audio visual flair to go along with it, it just really enhances the experience for me. And when they're not too difficult and I can actually make some progress, again, just makes such a huge difference for someone like me who's not that great at them. But yeah, at the risk of just repeating myself a million times over here, this game's awesome and highly recommend checking it out.